Imagine that there is a secret hidden in plain sight that can revolutionize how you view the privacy of your data in mental health apps. A secret that almost nobody knows, but that's right in front of you, waiting to be discovered. If you are a young adult or an adult in search of self-discovery, but feel that pang of anxiety every time a well-being app asks permission to access your most intimate information, you are not alone. I know exactly what you're feeling. That frustration from the uncertainty about your data safety has been part of my life, and that is why I am here. As an expert in the field, I can assure you there is a far more effective way to navigate this landscape, and in this text, I will show you exactly how you can protect your privacy while exploring your inner self. Enough complication. I will show you the simplest, most direct path to solve the data privacy problem in mental health apps, ensuring your journey of self-knowledge is safe and truly yours. The foundation. The big mistake in digital privacy. Most people make a huge mistake when approaching privacy in mental health apps. They assume that because these tools are about well-being, data protection is an intrinsic priority. Or at best, they believe reading the terms and conditions once is enough. But the reality is more complex, and that assumption can be dangerously naive. The big mistake lies in failing to understand the true extent of data collection and how that often sensitive information can be used or misused. A long-term study by Harvard University on data privacy in mental health applications found that most users drastically underestimate how much personal data those apps collect, from sleep and mood patterns to location information and social interactions. Even more concerning, the study revealed that many of those data are shared with third parties, including advertisers and analytics firms, without users' explicit, informed consent. This means your vulnerabilities and deepest emotions may be being monetized, turning your personal journey into a commodity. This is a feature, or rather a systemic flaw, that many newly released apps still don't adequately address, exposing users to unnecessary risks. You may be wondering, how is this possible? The answer is simpler than it seems, and lies in the fine print of digital contracts we rarely read. Take a moment now, review a mental health app you're using, and check what permissions it requests. You may be surprised. The technique, a step-by-step for protection. Now that we understand the big mistake, it's time to approach the technique to protect your privacy. This is not about abandoning mental health apps altogether, but rather about using them consciously and safely. In just 3 easy steps, you can implement an effective protection strategy. First, assess the permissions. Before downloading any app or even after installing it, check which permissions it requests. Does a meditation app really need real-time location access or access to your contact list? Be skeptical. If a permission seems excessive relative to the app's core functionality, that's a red flag. Turn off as many unnecessary permissions as possible. Second, read the privacy policy, but with a different focus. Rather than trying to digest the entire legal text, look for keywords. Data sharing with third parties, anonymization, encryption, sale of data. If the policy isn't clear about how your data is protected and with whom it's shared, treat it as a red flag. Stanford's Research Center published findings showing how data privacy in mental health apps is impacting innovation in wellness technology. Companies that prioritize user privacy and security are gaining trust and driving the development of more ethical, effective solutions. Third, employ encryption and anonymization. Whenever possible, choose apps that offer end-to-end encryption for both communications and stored data. Also, many apps give you the option to use an anonymous or pseudonymous username. Use it. There's no need to link your real identity to every interaction in a wellness app, especially one that handles sensitive information about your mental state. The traditional way of managing data privacy tends to expose your identity and vulnerabilities. With this new approach, the cost is zero in terms of privacy, while the result is 10 times better in security. See the difference? You retain control. The advanced strategy. The secret of digital sovereignty. The secret to robust data privacy in mental health apps goes beyond individual settings. It lies in understanding and pursuing digital sovereignty. It's about reclaiming control over your digital footprint and becoming an active advocate for your own privacy rights. A report from Columbia University highlights that the main barrier to data privacy in mental health apps is the lack of transparency and the power imbalance between users and large tech corporations. Yet this barrier can be overcome through education and collective action. This advanced strategy involves 3 pillars. Ongoing education. Stay informed about the latest trends in data privacy and cybersecurity. The digital landscape is constantly evolving, and what was safe yesterday may not be today. Follow experts, read articles, and engage in discussions on the topic. Conscious platform choice. Favor apps and platforms that are openly transparent about their data practices, have a proven track record of protecting user privacy, and offer granular controls over your information. There are communities and online resources that evaluate apps based on privacy standards. Do your research. It reminds me of a story about a client, Anna, who was frustrated by lack of control over her data. After she adopted this strategy, she found an open-source mood tracking app that offered complete transparency and control, transforming her self-discovery experience. Right now, pause and look up one app you use. Find its privacy policy and identify at least one clause you don't fully understand. Then, go dig a bit deeper. Advocacy and feedback. Don't be a passive user. If you discover an app with questionable privacy practices, give feedback to its developers. Share your concerns publicly and with peers. User pressure can drive significant change. Also, support initiatives and legislation aimed at strengthening data protection and consumer privacy. By adopting this advanced strategy, you not only protect your own data, but also contribute to a more secure and ethical digital ecosystem for all. Digital sovereignty is the power to decide what happens to your information in the digital age, and it's a right we should all exercise. So now you know how to go beyond superficial terms of use and genuinely protect your privacy when using mental health apps by understanding the risks, applying protection techniques, and cultivating a mentality of digital sovereignty. But knowledge alone is not enough. You must act. Therefore, my invitation to you now is explore programs and platforms that assist in mood monitoring and self-exploration, but do so with a new perspective, armed with the knowledge and tools to safeguard your data. This entire method has been validated by years of research and experience in digital security. Take the first step now. Just begin questioning the permissions and policies of your current apps, and you'll already be on the right path. It's that simple. Start now to transform your relationship with technology on your journey of self-discovery. Thank you so much for reading this far. I hope my journey and the lessons I've learned inspire you to begin your own path toward digital sovereignty. But what's the next step to deepen that protection? That is the subject of the next video docs text. See you there. If you're ready to go further, subscribe or follow now to our next content, where I'll dive deeper into advanced tools and tactics you can use to secure your mental health data like never before.